William Ruto hizi nyumba zake. Hiyo nataka kuambia Wakenya, kuna mama mboga ambaye atapata nyumba.
Certainly, I'm not going to be safe.
Why?
So,
what do you mean by you're not going to be safe?
You see, our citizens have that mind, like, if it's Raila's meeting, I should not go in there and sell my agenda. If it's Ruto's meeting, an ODM person, if comes there, they're coming to interfere with the meeting. That's the narrative that people have. First, the people need to change the narrative.
So that is the narrative you're saying your national whip leader from Kenya Kwanza,
yes.
Osoro had.
Osoro was going there not to distract the meeting.
But what was he going to do?
But he was going there. The governor is at my place. As an MP, I'm supposed to be hosting him.
Au ni mbunge ape governor ruhusa kuja katika hii constituency. Na kuna mali Simbarati amesema ya kwamba sitapea watu ambao wanatoka constituency ya Oshoro basari. Kwa sababu siku hii alikuwa hiyo constituency kwa sababu gani? Alikuwa ameenda kupeana basari. The reality yenye kwa hapa ya kwamba Mheshimiwa Osoro amekosa agenda ya kufanya ndani ya serikali kama majority whip, ila whip wale wabunge wake na wengine wa support agenda ya serikali. Ya kwamba mambo ya pesa ya CDF kwa wabunge unajua haipo. So ile ni uchungu yenye Osoro akona ya kwamba this governor anaenda kumdhalilisha. Ya kwamba governor akona pesa, yeye kama mbunge ambaye pia anasema kwamba wako ndani ya serikali hawana pesa. William Ruto alitoa ama alikata mambo ya basari ya zipo. Tumeona wabunge wakitishia waziri wa fedha na hawajajua ya kwamba waziri wa fedha hana mamlaka ya kuwapea fedha. Waziri wa fedha kama hana pesa hata kupea nikupea kikombe kama iko empty.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. We are back on the discussion where we left on the housing levy. And we go back to Honorable Collins. We had our girl here, our speaker of Uasin Gishu County, the county speaker. She said it's going to be the county speaker of Uasin Gishu County. And she talked about the housing levy. She didn't tell us what is the impact or the importance. Why do we have to pay the housing levy? Because the last government, the former government, that was Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto, who is the president of Kenya now, we saw money, there were trillions of money, so a trillion, that was a trillion Kenyan shillings, was brought in with the US government to mend the houses that was built. And now today, the government of Kenya Kwanza is saying that we have to pay for them to build those houses. Tueleze, what do you think? Honorable Collins, to you.
Kwanza naambia dada yangu acha na mambo ya speaker, tafuta kiti ya women rep ama mbunge, inamfaa zaidi. Langu nataka kusema hivi, mambo ya housing tax kuchukuliwa. I remember my boss Uhuru Kenyatta, kuna siku alikuwa anataka kutoa 1% kwa kila mfanyakazi, koti alimkataza. Na alipomkataza Uhuru Kenyatta akukasirika na kusutumu jaji yote. Kwanza Uhuru Kenyatta alisema sawa, kama umekataa nitajenga, natafuta wale wafadhili mradi ijengwe. Uhuru Kenyatta kulalamika akasema sawa, kama koti imesema ya kwamba ni kinyume ya sheria, akasema sawa, nitatafuta wafadhili. Alitafuta wafadhili, ikajenga nyumba. Nyumba imejengwa Ngara imeisha, imejengwa Nakuru imeisha, na Nairobi inajengwa South Sea, na nyumba zipo tumeiona. Nyumba imejengwa Mombasa tumeiona. Nyumba zimejengwa Kisumu zipo haijaisha lakini zinajengwa. Na serikali ya Uhuru Kenyatta without 1.5 ya hii ambayo inatolewa yenye tujui inaenda kwa county ya nani na nani huwa anatumia na nani unapangia budget. Ngine mambo yenye iko hivi. Mheshimiwa William Ruto yeye ndio mwenye kandarasi ya hizo nyumba. Mheshimiwa William Ruto wale wenye wandani wake wao ndio wana supply material katika hizo ujenzi wa serikali. So kwa sababu hakuna inji ama mfadhili ambaye atakuja kumfadhili William Ruto kulingana jinsi uchumi inakaa. So William Ruto anaona kwamba kwa sababu the only project ambayo amebaki na ambayo anasema kwa wananchi ili asikike ni mambo ya nyumba. Na hizi nyumba hakuna ile pesa atapata asipokuwa akate watu mshahara. Just believe me, badala yangu alisema kwamba William Ruto ana implement ambayo ile sheria ama ile vitu ambayo imepitishwa na wabunge. Hakuna mbunge alileta masuala ya nyumba kwa parliament. Hizo nyumba zilianzishwa kwa serikali ya Uhuru Kenyatta. Na wacha nikurudishe nyumba in 2005 zilianzishwa jijini Kibera pale Lang'ata, ambapo Raila Odinga ndiye alikuwa minister wa ujenzi, general housing and road, everything ilikuwa under Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga alitafuta kwa fadhili jijini German, ilikuwa anajenga bure, alafu anapea walala oi. Baada Raila kujenga line moja, Kibaki came to replace Raila Odinga. Akagawa hii mambo ya hii ministry ya Raila Odinga, ikawekwa road and housing. Raila akarudishwa kwa housing, Standard akarudishwa kwa mambo ya housing. Hapo ndio hiyo mambo ya ujenzi ya affordable housing ili collapse na ikaisha. So in now William Ruto, hizi nyumba zake. Hiyo nataka kuambia Wakenya, hakuna mama mboga ambaye atapata nyumba. Mama mboga sijawahi jaribu. Hakuna nyumba ya mama mboga.
If you want to get the house, just log in to go to Boma, look for Boma, utapata hapo, you'll make the applications.
So
how do you get the house? Is the house given free as that have been that we have been paying the housing levy? Do you get it because your money is saved somewhere in the government, or maybe there's someone saving for you? Because it's like the housing levies are saving to us. They're saving from us, taking 3,000 shillings monthly from each and every citizen. So that means, hi Lisa, when I just apply on the Bomas of Kenya houses, the Boma houses, will I get my house?
It's not Boma house yet, it's Boma Lango.
Boma Lango.
So, and it's not 3,000, it's 1.5 depending on
that
the salary.
That is 2,500.
It depends with your salary. So
they don't say it depends on salary, they just cut exactly. I can show my payslip, it's always that money.
Let's say you're earning 3,000, let's say 30,000 and I'm earning 100,000. So whatever we are being cut is different.
I think the taxes were how you're earning is how you're getting cut. Well, that is what.
Yeah, that is it.
But we're talking the housing levy separate. It's very different. It's unconstitutional.
It's 1.5. No, it's not unconstitutional. The Court of Appeal just decided they are going to make a verdict on 26th. So we should not term it as unconstitutional because the government was given a go-ahead. So if you want to get the house, just log into Boma Lango. You'll make applications. You're required to pay 10% depending on the house that you want. Then the rest you'll be paying on installments and such things.
Oh. Okay, wow, we have been told that when you want the house, that is Boma Lango, there are houses already built in Nakuru, which has already set for staying. You can stay there, but you have to apply, and you will be required to pay some little percent, and then you'll be paying in installment. How much is one house for Mama Mboga and Boda person? We're not talking about only the Mama Mboga and the Boda person. He talked that Mama Mboga, there's no house for you. What is there house for Mama Mboga or the Boda person in this regime?
There's house for everyone. Everyone is accommodated.
Now so it is the house for everybody. I can acquire.
You can acquire 10%. You can acquire. I think for 3-bedroom, you're supposed to pay 315 as a deposit. Then the rest you'll pay
315,000.
Yeah.
You should clarify. It is 315,000 shillings. That is the 10%. 10% will be required to pay when you apply. You want the house. Okay. We're going people, the housing levy is really tough. We can never understand what is it, because this is my first time to see, as a first time being employed. We have seen that. By the way, I've never seen, I don't know if my moms were paying it. I've never asked it, or my parents, but this is my first time because I saw in my payslip. We demanded payslip. We need to understand what is happening. As we go back, we can look at the Simba Arati. He had this meeting in his county. I don't know which is his county, or what do we say? Is the governor, okay? And we saw the MCA from Mugirango. He's an MP. I'm sorry, he's an MP, and he's a national chief whip of UDA in the Parliament, National Assembly, Parliament. And we saw that he erupted the meeting with a fight. It was a fight where we can hear gunshot. People are just okay until he came in. What was the reason? What is the take on it? Because we never see any police raise any action on it. No one talked about it. It just went just like that. But blames are on. We see, yes, Simbarat is on the opposition side, and Osoro is on the Kenya Kwanza side, the current ruling party in the country. What can you tell us? Why there's no action taken, but people are putting blame on Simba Arati?
First of all, the MP and the governor are supposed to be working together for the best of citizens, for the best of the people who elected them. They should put aside their political differences. When going back to the constituent, Simba Arati should note that I'm not going there as an Azimio person, I'm going as a governor. Osoro also should remember that he's not going in as a pro-government person, is going there as an MP. So the differences, the political differences that they are having, they should set aside and work for the people.
But we had when Osoro was talking, he said he was defending himself because the governor Arati was in his constituency issuing out bursaries.
The aspect of issuing out bursaries is never wrong. Every student deserves education. So whatever Osoro did.
Why was he defending himself? Because he claimed he was defending himself. We need to know what was the reason for him to use light bullets.
Me, I'm a member of UDM.
Yes.
If I go in a meeting where it's ODM centered, certainly I'm not going to be safe.
Why?
So
what do you mean by you're not going to
you see, our citizens have that mind, like if it's Raila's meeting, I should not go in there and sell my agenda. If it's Ruto's meeting, an ODM person, if comes there, they're coming to interfere with the meeting. That's the narrative that people have. First, the people need to change the narrative.
So that is the narrative you're saying. Your national whip leader from Kenya Kwanza,
Yes.
Osoro had.
Osoro was going there not to distract the meeting.
But what was he going to do?
But he was going there. The governor is at my place. As an MP, I'm supposed to be hosting him. So that's the thing. That's why I said the governor and the MP are working for the benefits of the people. So if the governor is there, I need also to be there to host him and maybe tell him that we need this and this and this from the county. But when it's political centered, of course I have to defend myself.
Because we heard it, he said that Osoro said his team was provoked. Which team? Because if was there, his team was supposed to be there when the governor is issuing out bursaries, and his team was there. What was the reason? We need to know why is he feeling uncomfortable, because this is his county. This is the governor of the county of Kisii, and he has authority to move around different constituencies and sub counties to issue out well. But when it reached only on where the MP of South Mugirango, that is Osoro, when it has to brought a lot of chaos.
We must agree that both Osoro and Simba Arati are trying to bring supremacy battles on the region. So Simba Arati and Osoro should bring down their egos and work for the best of citizens.
So you are saying the UDA people, you have egos. You get threatened with the opposition.
Not the UDA people, but Osoro and Arati.
Osoro and Arati?
Yeah.
No.
They are the politicians of the people, so they should bring down their ego. Osoro needs to work together with the governor, and the governor needs to work with Osoro. They should bring down their differences. So whatever political interest they have, they should not bring them as that now, but later on when the campaign period is open.
The thing my view was the thing that happened in South Mugirango, where Arati was the governor of Kisii. He was issuing out bursaries. Just a bit, the trouble came, provokeness came, and Osoro, when he entered the crowd, there were a lot of scenarios. You people, my producer will play the clip. You'll see what happened earlier at the function. I don't know. So, are you people want to tell me the Kenya Kwanza government? Because if you see one behavior of Osoro, one is a national whip, and we see such certain behaviors from him. I want to defend myself, because my team was getting provoked. That is a statement you get. That is a statement he gave to the media. My team was getting provoked. Your team, how was the team getting provoked? Because these people, I have access to this county. I have access to this place. Why should I console with you as I'm coming to Uasin Gishu County, and I have to look for you because I'm the governor and you are the MP. I have to look for Chesang, I'm coming to your place. Can you please allow me? Why should we have
it's not the permission, but the presence that, like Ruto was in today is on Wednesday. Ruto was today in Trans Nzoia. Natembea hosted him. You can't just go blindly to a place and say, since I'm the president, I'm allowed to maneuver around. You need to have the, like, what happens here. You need to understand that these projects need to be launched. This is the current situation of the people. And who can offer you the information? It's the governor. So it's the same way. Governor Arati was there. The person in charge of that constituent is Osoro. It's Osoro. The MP in charge, it's Osoro. So for logistic purpose and such things, I thought it's respectable if the MP hosts the governor. We are not saying that the governor needed permission in order to go around in Mugirango, but for hostage purposes. So if now the meeting was rather the Simbarati took meeting as politically because it was all DM centered. So when the MP comes in there, the people are like, no, this is an ODM thing and he's from UDA. So what okay, the bottom lines fall in Arati and Soro should put aside their political parties and political interests.
Do you agree for them to, that is like an handshake? Do you agree where Kenya Kwanza and ODM coming together? Do you agree when they have
yes, the MP and the governor need to work for the people. They can't work separately. Is that what as a party, as a Kenya Kwanza party, you people have agreed that we should have a connection, we should have a talk between not a talk, but when Osoro is going to the ground, he should not go as a UDA. When Arati is going, he should not go as ODM, but the governor elected by the people. You should serve those who voted for you and those who didn't vote for you.
We can see the Kenya Kwanza Osoro part is really hard to defend out. And Jesang is trying to say the Osoro requests that Osoro and Simba Arati should work together, because the scenario was like this: a group of youth accompanied by police stormed the function that Simba Arati was issuing bursary as he was giving out his speech, and the function was peaceful, was quiet when the governor of Kisii County was giving out his speech. Is it Kisii or Nyamira? Kisii was giving out his speech, and it was really peaceful until a group of youth came in with some police officers too and started fracas. Shows, they saw gunshots, people had to fled away for their safety, and Osoro said he was defending himself. To my friend Honorable Collins, Osoro was defending himself, and we, as I said, the scenario of the video, you have just heard what happened. The governor was giving out his speech, and all of a sudden a group of youth came in with a policemen, and started to cause fracas. What was the reason?
Thank you. Unajua ukweli ya mambo ni kwamba Mheshimiwa Silvanus Osoro, Majority Whip in National Assembly, anatumika vibaya na serikali. Na plan game ya hao ni Osoro akuwe governor wa Kisii.
Okay.
So hakuna, sioni miujiza yoyote ambayo itafanya Mheshimiwa Osoro akuwe governor wa Kisii kama Simbarati bado ni governor. Kwa sababu nimeona Mheshimiwa Machogu amejaribu kuita meeting, na hii meeting anataka kulazimisha Simbarati akuwe, na anataka kusikiza maoni ya Simbarati. Hiyo imesifanyika. Pili, si mara ya kwanza Osoro kuleta mambo kama haya. Kabla chagulia akuwe majority whip, wakati wa kampeni tuliona wakati wa matanga fulani, wakati Raila Odinga alikuwepo, William Ruto alikuwepo, akafungua mambo ya ndondi pale kwanza kupigana na Simbarati. So Osoro anatafuta kitu ambacho inaitwa supremacy, yenye itamsaidia. Katiba letu hakuna mahali ambayo inafaa mbunge au ni mbunge ape governor ruhusa kuja katika hii constituency. Na kuna mahali Simbarati amesema ya kwamba sitapea watu ambao wanatoka constituency ya Oshoro basari. Kwa sababu siku hii alikuwa hiyo constituency kwa sababu gani? Alikuwa ameenda kupeana basari. The reality yenye kwa hapa ya kwamba Mheshimiwa Osoro amekosa agenda ya kufanya ndani ya serikali kama majority whip, ili awip wale wabunge wake na wengine wa support agenda ya serikali. Ya kwamba mambo ya pesa ya CDF kwa wabunge unajua haipo. So ile ni uchungu yenye Osoro akona ya kwamba this governor anaenda kumdhalilisha. ya kwamba governor akona pesa, yeye kama mbunge ambapo pia anasema kwamba wako ndani ya serikali hawana pesa. William Ruto alitoa ama alikata mambo ya basari ya zipo. Tumeona wabunge wakitishia waziri wa fedha na hawajajua ya kwamba waziri wa fedha hana mamlaka ya kuwapea fedha. Waziri wa fedha kama hana pesa hata kupea nikupea kikombe kama iko empty. Niko na kikombe lakini unataka chai na chai iko ndani. Na mtu anafaa kunipea sukari ama maziwa, hajanipa. So hizi ni makasiriko ya Osoro na serikali lake anataka kuletea Simbarati. But I want to tell government ya kwamba Mheshimiwa Osoro lazima ashikwe. Jinsi Simbarati alisema. Lazima Mheshimiwa Osoro ashikwe. Huwezi kuniambia kwamba tuko hapa bila vurugu, lakini mwingine akiingia vurugu inaanzia. Inamaanisha huyu mwenye anakuja ndiye alipanga vurugu. Osoro anataka kudhalilisha Simbarati ya kwamba kwa Simbarati anapea William Ruto, anakosesha William Ruto usingizi na Mheshimiwa Osoro, kwa sababu tuliona wakati wa maandamano Kisii alikataa mambo ya William Ruto. So hizi ni vitu wanajaribu kuweka kona, na mimi naomba Simbarati aswa na vijana, kwa sababu Osoro ni rika yangu. Kama ameshinda na mwaka moja, ya kwamba asikubali kutumika vibaya na serikali. Dakika mwisho yeye ndiye atapoteza na Simbarati atakuwa kwa sababu akitaja goons, mimi tunaona mabaya kwamba anataja mke wa Simbarati. Mke wa Simbarati si governor. Deal na Rati, kwa sababu Rati hajataja mke wake. Deal na Rati ilikuwa jana kwa TV niliona kwamba anataja kwamba mke wa Rati ndio governor ya Kisii. Rati sio governor. Unaona vitu kama hizi ni vitu ambaye kama ni kiongozi ama kama ni kijana ufai. Kwanza kama mimi ni William Ruto, huyu jamaa angetolewa hiyo majority whip epewe mwingine, kwa sababu kuna wabunge wengi ambao Kisii wanaweza fanya hiyo role ya Osoro.
We saw that what is the update on Osoro and Governor Arati case. We saw the Gusii community called for the meeting and the ODM party, where most the community and the ODM party, where Arati is the leader, with calls being made for Osoro to be arrested and charged because of what the incident that happened. We saw that we have seen that the CS Ezekiel Machogu and other leaders from the region have called for consultative meeting to iron out the fallout, but the Governor Arati has said he will not honor it. We also can see Osoro says back that Governor and his team provoked his side, where it led to fracas. And we can see that in a social media there's a clip running. My producer will play it, where Osoro is seen addressing 10 of his of his constituents in a hall, and where he said it was another function. He claimed that before he came to the function, it was another function. It was for the area when Arati's men vandalized his car and stole public addresses, equipment including microphone, and injured a driver of one of his vehicles. That was he claimed earlier before he reached to the function where the governor was issuing out the bursaries, and that was triggered and brought fracas between the governor and the MP, who is a national whip of Kenya Kwanza in the national parliament. We saw the other day, also yesterday, Raila Odinga had a rally. It was a rally in Busia County, and all of a sudden youths came in. Youths came in. There was just some fracas came in. We saw Raila Odinga yesterday. His rally in Busia was erupted by a violent confrontation among the section of youths. What was the impact of that? Is it the government? Because the other day we also saw people in the street, in Tomboya Street, they were just peacefully cutting cake. They wanted to cut a cake. And those were elderly people, not youths, not people who are 20 years, but they were our mothers, like our mom, our aunties, our uncles, who were cutting the cake. And all of a sudden there was a tear gas came in to disrupt the cake cutting and all that. And we want to ask, because lately we have seen the opposition getting attacked mostly. That doesn't mean in your party there's nothing that is supported. What is the take on the Kenya Kwanza on this? Why is it? Do we have eruptions everywhere?
Firstly, as Kenya Kwanza, we say that whatever happened to Raila Odinga's birthday, it was uncalled for. And just like IG Kome stated, that the unwanted incidents, the police who did that should be called upon. the Kenya Kwanza government distances itself from those allegations and those incidents, and we say that if one was involved, they should be held accountable for their actions. There's no way that the government is going just to interfere with someone's birthday. We're just celebrating how you turned a year older. So as the IG stated, that those who did the acts, those who were captured, they should be brought to books. That's our stand. Also about the Busia incident, those youths who were identified, who were seen bringing kills, they should be brought to books. There's no way that the government is just going to interfere with a meeting without no substantive reason.
So doesn't mean in Kenya Kwanza right now, because when you saw the former government, we could see people handling, when Raila Odinga, that was in 2013, where he was going to be inaugurated as the people's president. We saw Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president, he was really, he said don't arrest them, don't do anything to them, just let them do their things and allow them to do their things so that we can create peace. But why is it that now today, in today's government, whenever the opposition have any meeting or any rally, it is always being disrupted? Either some youths come in, or groups of people start hitting each other. Why is it that now? Because in the former government, we saw there was peace. When the opposition holding rallies, it was peaceful. We didn't hear where police are involved. We didn't see anyone getting tear gassed. But into now, why is it now? What is the state of the government wants? What does the government wants?
Such actions are uncalled for, and as the government, we are going to ensure that whatever function you're hosting, is it a birthday, is it a rally, it should be peace.
But they were peaceful. They're always peaceful.
Those youths who came to interrupt the meeting, they should not do that so that the blame will be placed on the government. The government is not going to support such actions, and the youth should be aware of the positions that they hold. It's not worth to go interfere someone's meeting because maybe an opposition leader told you to go interfere so that the government seems to be bad, or the government told you to go interfere with the meeting so that the meeting won't be a success. So the youth should just understand their positions. They should not agree to be used for political interest, whether it's in the opposition or the government.
We go to okay, Honorable Collins. In the recent time, you have heard what you talked about when the former government, when opposition or any gathering that was handled around or put around, there was no eruptions, there was no tear gas, there was no police arresting people. But now we can see there's a lot of eruption, tear gas everywhere. What is that? What is the take on that?
Langu kwanza nitaungana na dadangu Chesanga akasema kwamba lazima wanareka wajue nafasi yao, kwamba ufai kutumikia vibaya serikali ama pinzani. So pale Busia zoezi laumu ya kwamba serikali kumkonya serikali. Ili ni ujinga tu ya wana ODM na ODM. Kwa sababu hii mkutano ilikuwa sawa, lakini in a few minutes unaona ya kwamba mambo virugu inaingia. Hapo mtu asijaribu kuweka serikali, hakuna serikali. Makosa niko nayo ya kwamba viongozi wote waliochaguliwa chini cha Kenya Kwanza na Azimio, kuna wale wanatafuta maarufu. Kwa sababu kuna mtu anaona ya kwamba anafaa akuwe na wa youth ama wanarika ili atumie gavana na wanarika vibaya. Kwa sababu gani nasema hivi? Our government wa Jubilee tulijaribu kutengeneza vitu ambavyo inaitwa uhusiano kati ya vijana na polisi. But naona kuna wachache, sitasema ati wote wenye wako serikali, wachache wanatumia polisi vibaya kwa serikali lao hii ili ajaribu kuwakuwe na nguvu. Yaani wanatembea na polisi kwa mfuko, baadhi wao, si polisi wote lakini baadhi wao. So inafaa kama mkubwa wa polisi Bwana Kohomi aangalie hii kitu kindani. Pili, Profesa Kithure Kindiki pia aingilie kati jinsi Matiang'i alikuwa anaingilia kati wakati wake. Wakati mtu ambaye alikuwa analala kwa kazi, yeye alikuwa anachukua nafasi yake kucorrect vitu yende kwa laini. So inafaa kuna wale wanafaa kukanya au wabunge waambiwe wasitumie polisi vibaya. I think hiyo ndio naona kwa hizi serikali kuna wabunge wanatumia polisi vibaya.
As we go on the last remarks, what is the final word to the people?
My final take on this conversation first goes to the youth. Know your lane, know what you're supposed to do. Don't allow yourself to be used for other political interests. Usikubali Raila, watu wa Raila na Raila ama watu wa Ruto na Ruto wakuje wakwambie you are supposed to do this, yet it's not basically something that is going to help you. We should understand that we have a role to play, we have a role for the future, we are the current and the future leaders. So we should just identify the good lens. We should not do wrong for the purpose of politics. Also, as the Kenya Kwanza said, you are saying that economy is going to stabilize. It has started to stabilize. Unga is now retailing at Kenya shillings 160. It will take us time to stabilize it, but definitely we're gonna stabilize it. Thank you.
To you, Honorable Collins, your final remarks to the people and the Azimio people, tell us.
Mimi langu nataka kuongea on behalf my party, Jubilee Party. Ya kwamba tuzidi kukaza viatu, ya kwamba Central kwetu mambo imeanza kuwa mazuri kwa sababu wale jamaa wanatusumbua hawalali. Hiyo ni hombi langu kwa wana Jubilee, tukae ngangari. Pili, msidanganywe na serikali ya kwamba unga imeteremuka. Msidanganywe na stima, ukinunua ya 100 wanakopea unit 3.8 unit. Muda usikwadanganya. Usidanganywe kwamba maisha imeteremuka na sukari kwa kilo moja tu bado tunanunua 199, inamaanisha 200. Hiyo ni local. Ile ambayo ni ya kampuni tunanunua 240. So Mkenya, jua line yako, vijana jua line yako, Mkenya lolote kaza kamba. Hakuna pesa ya basari, imekuliwa na wenye kukula. Pesa ya help imekuliwa na wenye kukula. So bado maisha ni ngumu.
Okay, that is last to what we are that is was we finishing the conversation. And as I say, this is the web talk show, and you're always live on Addtech TV and Addtech Radio. We always say we are always one step ahead. We are World TV, you are everything. I've been your host, Lisa Wanyande, and you can find us on all social media, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, with the X, and everywhere. I'll leave my guests to tell you where you can find them. You can tell us where they can be found. If they have phone numbers, they can give you a PG. These are our leaders, the speaker or the women rep of a county of Uasin Gishu, and is going to be the 2027 which seat?
MP
of where?
Nairobi County.
Nairobi County is an MP. MP of Nairobi County 2027. I support Nairobi County MP. This is the first MP in Nairobi County. So this is up to me, and I'm gonna leave my guest to you to tell us. Where can we find you?
In all social media platforms, Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, it's Chesang somewhere. I also run a non-profit organization called the She Does Foundation. We deal with teenagers, so you can also find us there. Our number is 0113 34 35 89. Thank you.
To the MP of Nairobi County.
Nairobi constituency.
Yeah, Nairobi constituency. 2027.
Langu waje na washukuru kwa hapa ni kwa neema. Ukitaka kunipata kwenye mtandao, napatikana kwa YouTube channel Mjukuu wa Bunduki, iko hivyo kwa YouTube channel. TikTok Mjukuu wa Bunduki, Facebook page Mjukuu wa Bunduki. Hapo ni. So natafuta kiti wa ubunge ndani ya Nairobi 2027.
Inside Nairobi County, we have an MP for the first time. He's going to be in the Guinness World Record.